Hello everyone, thank you so much for joining us. Today we are the members of Group T representing an ICT news on the topic. More conditions may be imposed on telecoms as a result of Rogers outage, says government. This presentation is collectively done by the group members Sharanjit Singh, Vansh Rana and Sahilip Singh. Let's continue with the presentation. 2022 Rogers communication outage. All we are well aware of the incident which happened on 8th of July 2022. Canadian telecom provider Rogers Communication experienced a significant disruption. For about 24 hours, no internet services were there. This was the second major outage to affect Rogers in just over a year. Customers were not able to access internet and voice call services. For me too, it was a long day with slow pace. I know how I managed my due dates by borrowing internet from my neighbors. Let us look after the reasons behind the outage. In general, there can be two reasons for the outage. It can be due to unknown cyber attacks or due to internal errors. In case of Rogers, the internal factors were responsible for the nationwide outage. The company has stated that the outage was caused by the system update malfunction. The update was done on a critical part of the system, and that is why it caused a nationwide system shutdown. Major spikes of BGP updates were identified. A BGP Border Gateway Protocol is a way to exchange routing information between networks on the internet. Without them, information would not know how to transit. This spike caused other networks were unable to receive or register any information transiting on the Rogers network. Moving further to impact of nationwide outage, around 25% of Canada lost internet connectivity. According to the UK cyber security organization NetBlocks, over 12 million subscribers were affected. Problem in accessing 911 services from mobile phones on the Rogers network were seen. Nationwide outage affected the market as problems in transactions were also observed. Interac email money transfer service was taken offline by the outage, most prominently preventing all businesses nationwide, regardless of their internet service provider, from being able to accept debit card transactions. Some stores temporarily closed. Even some public transport agencies reported other computer system issues tied to the outage. It also affected some of the Canada government services like Canada, Canada Revenue Agency, and Canada Passport Offices. Moving further to more impacts. It also impacted small businesses and loss of a few hundred to several thousand of dollars. In Toronto, traffic and public parking services were majorly affected, as one quarter of all traffic signals relied on Rogers' cellular network for signal timing changes. Even medical and health departments also faced problems in communications for emergencies. Appointments were rescheduled and appropriate transfers were made for patients requiring emergency care. Now, let us discuss the prominent steps taken by the company and the government after the outage. The company Rogers is going to spend an amount of 10 billion Canadian dollars to avoid future network breakdowns. Company has also ensured that it is working on the accessibility of 911 emergency calls to customers, which Rogers subscribers were unable to reach during the outage, remain accessible in future during any network downtime. The company will also be separating its wireless and internet services. This will create an always-on network designed to ensure customers don't again see both their cellular and Wi-Fi go out at the same time during an outage. House of Commons Industry Committee also scheduled a meeting with company representatives to discuss the issue. The committee will look into the cause of the outage, its overall impact, the best ways to avoid future outages, and how to be better communicate to the public during similar situations. The data for the presentation is taken from an article published by Howard Solomon on 25th of July 2022. Once again, I want to thank you all for joining us for the presentation on the behalf of group members of Group T.